Why are you not seeing results, even if you feel that you're being consistent? I get this question all the time. Honey, I'm being pretty consistent with my training, with my nutrition, with my movement, with everything, but I'm not really seeing the results I want to see. I'm not really dropping body fat, and I'm starting to get extremely frustrated and annoyed in this journey. Don't worry, in this video I'm going to tell you exactly why that's happening, and I'm going to give you a few strategies to help you change this so you can see the results that you want to see. Hi guys, I'm Daniela, an online female fat loss coach, and I help women over 30 lose body fat, stay consistent, and make fitness part of their lifestyle. I've been in my own fitness journey for the past 17 years roughly. I've made plenty of mistakes. I've struggled for many years, but now I've finally found an approach that actually fits real life. And that's the exact same system that I use with my clients to help them lose body fat, stay consistent, and make fitness part of their lifestyle. And that's how I've been able to help over 300 women around the world with their fat loss journey. Now, let's dive straight into it. First thing I really want you to understand, fat loss doesn't respond to effort. It responds to execution. Let me say that again. Fat loss doesn't respond to effort. It responds to execution. Problem, you feel that you're being consistent, but there's probably a gap or gaps in between what you intend to do and what's actually happening. And if we don't fix those gaps are simply gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's gonna simply push you further away from your goals rather than helping you achieve the goals and get the results that you wanna get. Many women think that consistency is training every now and then. It's training when they feel motivated or when they have a good week. Consistency is eating healthy. They believe that as long as you eat healthy, then you should be able to lose body fat. They believe that they shouldn't really use the food scale, or if they do, just use it every now and then. Like, it's not really, it's just optional. It's not really a must. And many women believe that consistency is just being good during the week, and then they can take a little break on the weekends. What real consistency actually looks like, it's hitting your calories Monday to Sunday, using the food scale Monday to Sunday, moving, getting your training done every single week, not just when you feel motivated, not just when you feel happy, not just when you have a really good week. Most importantly, following through even when life is inconvenient. I think the idea of consistency that some people have, it's completely different from what consistency actually means. And of course, I'm not saying you have to do things perfectly, because you don't. This is something I tell you guys all the time. We don't want perfection. We don't need perfection. We just want to be able to follow through even when life is inconvenient, even when you are not feeling happy, even when you're having a stressful week, even when you're traveling, even when life is crazy and chaotic. So I want to tell you 5 gaps that you're probably having right now. And I want to identify which of these gaps you have so we can change that and do something about this so you can get the results that you want to get. Gap number 1, inaccurate tracking. If you're not tracking your calories, if you're not using the food scale, if you're just eyeballing and guessing your portions, random things lead to random results. How can you know that you are eating exactly, let's say, 1,700 calories if you're not being accurate about your portions, if you're not really tracking anything? I know many of you feel pretty confident about this, and you feel that after a month of using the food scale or a month of tracking your food, you have the knowledge now and you can do it without using those tools. That's exactly why you're stuck. Just because you have the confidence and just because it's been a month of you using those tools doesn't mean that you can push those tools away. Those tools are there for a reason, especially if you have been struggling for years and years and years and years. If you keep doing things randomly, if you keep guessing everything, you might be overeating, you might be undereating. We don't know. The only way to find out is by actually being accurate about those things. And if you're snacking too often, maybe because you're stressed, maybe because you're bored, maybe because you had a party or whatever, but you're eating little snacks here and there a little bit too often, all those calories add up. Guessing means that you are not in control. If you're not in control, you simply are not in control of your results. You simply don't lose body fat. And using a food scale and things like that, it's not obsessive. It's just a tool that you will need long-term, not forever, but long-term, to help you be accurate and get the results that you want to get. Gap number 2, healthy foods doesn't mean fat loss. I keep hearing this over and over and over and over again. Many women, especially after 30, I don't know why they have this mindset that as long as I eat healthy, I should be able to lose body fat. Once again, just because you're eating healthy doesn't mean that you're going to lose body fat. For many women, eating healthy means only eating things that are processed foods, things like nuts, things like smoothies, things like healthy bowls and things like that. That's not really healthy. That's just marketing, okay? People want you to buy that. Businesses make everything look healthy so you can buy that. They pack all those things with many extra calories. And if you're not, once again, if you're not being accurate about your calories, you won't lose body fat. Just because something is claimed healthy doesn't mean that you have to eat it. It doesn't mean that you should eat it. It doesn't mean that will help you lose body fat. Calories are very important in your fat loss journey. This is why if you're eating healthy right now, just eating healthy, not tracking, just eating healthy, and you're not losing body fat, you're not being accurate. Step number 3, and I feel like this is one that not many women are aware of. Low daily movement. Maybe you are being consistent with your training sessions, okay? Let's just say you're doing 3 training sessions a week. Amazing. The mistake that many women make is that they feel or they think or believe that just by going to the gym, they are staying very active and that's enough. I want you to think about this. Let's say your workouts are 30 minutes 3 times a week, right? Let's just talk about one day. So in one day, your workout is 30 minutes. And you sleep around hopefully 8 hours. Then you have roughly 15 hours left of your day. If most of your day you're being sedentary, you're working another 8 hours, and then when you get home, you're cooking a little bit, cleaning here and there, but then you're sedentary, you're not really moving too much. And that's one of the biggest things that happens after 30. Once our lifestyle change, once we have a full-time job, maybe you have kids, maybe you have different responsibilities, we spend more time sitting down. We are not as active as we were when we were in our 20s. And that's why losing body fat gets a little bit more challenging. Not because your body changes internally, but because you're moving less. And if you're moving less, there's that gap right there. It gets a little bit more challenging to see the results that you want to see. Your steps matter way more than you think. In gap number 5, no clear structure. If you are deciding on the spot what to eat, if you are skipping meals, if you don't have meal timing, if you don't have set days for your workouts, if you're just doing things randomly without structure, you're just going around circles. If you're going around circles, you're making the same mistakes over and over again, you won't see the results that you want to see. If you just try to wing it daily, it's constant decision fatigue. You're simply going to go for the options that are more convenient. You're simply going to decide on feelings rather than actions. Like if you feel tired, it's okay, I'll just go to the gym tomorrow, because you have nothing planned. And that's just going to keep you stuck in that cycle. So let's just quickly recap the 5 gaps that you're probably having right now that are not helping you lose body fat. Number 1, you're probably inaccurate tracking your calories or your portions. Number 2, you feel that healthy eating equals fat loss. We know that's not the case. Number 3, low daily movement. You spend most of your day sitting down behind the desk and you're not really doing too much activity throughout the day. Number 4, you don't really have a clear structure or routine. Once again, we don't want and we don't need perfection. Consistency, it's simple. Consistency, it's boring. And consistency, it's repeatable. Here are 2 simple fixes that I want to start implementing ASAP. Have a structure with your nutrition, with your steps, and with your training. And by structure, I mean knowing exactly what you're going to eat, how much you're going to be eating, with your workouts, what you're going to be doing at the gym, what days you're going to be training, for how long, with your steps, how many steps you're going to be doing or aiming to do every single day. Without having those tiny goals and without having any structure, it's much easier to go around. We don't want to do that anymore. We want to have a clear path, a clear structure to follow on a daily basis. In a structure, it's not restriction, it's having control of your day, having control of your routine, which means having control of your results. Number 2, I want you to plan your weekends before they happened. We don't want to be just consistent Monday to Friday and then do whatever on the weekends. That really doesn't count. It only keeps you stuck. We want to be able to stay consistent throughout the week, even when it's inconvenient. Weekends are very important because weekends is often the time that many women just go a little bit crazy, too flexible, to relax, and they just stay stuck. That's in loop again and again and again. Simple fixes, structure on your weekends, that's it. These are all habits that you can refine, and all of these habits are under your control. So make that change now. Forget to like, subscribe. Until next time.